Welcome back to day 5. Over the last 4 days, we've talked about identity, we've talked about clarity, structure, consistency, and now we arrive at making decisions because information doesn't change your life. Choosing to commit to change with action, that changes your life. At some point, every person reaches a moment where they have to decide, will I continue? Or will I go back to doing what I've always done? That's the choice that's in front of you today. Think about that for a second. Not next week, not next month, today, right now, for you. Before we go any further, I want to answer a question that I have a feeling has been in your head. Why is this program called 30 Days to Results when we've been doing this for 5 days? Well, I'm glad you thought about it. I'm glad you asked. Because 30 days is enough time to create meaningful change. Not perfection, not mastery. For some of you, maybe mastery, but meaningful change for most of us. 30 days is enough time to become more aware, more intentional, to get focused, and to add consistency to your life. 30 days is enough time to prove to yourself, and this is the really important thing, that change is possible. We don't have to stay where we are. I shared this quote from James Clear earlier in the challenge, the author of Atomic Habits, and I want to say it again. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. For the last few days, you've been casting your votes. Votes for new identity, votes for better habits, votes for a different future. And over the next 30 days, these votes are going to stack. They're going to compound for you. If you keep up with it, that's when momentum starts to show. That's when you start to see things happening. And truthfully, you're voting for yourself. And for some of you, it might be for the first time. Really quick, let's review what we did for the last 4 days. Day 1 was identity, who you are. Who are you? What's the story you've been telling yourself? Day 2 was about clarity. What do you want? Why does it matter? Day 3 was structure. Design your day. Remember that? How you're going to make it happen. So day 3 was all about the how. Day 4 was about consistency. It's good to know how to do it, but how do we keep doing it? How do you stay on track? What happens when motivation, that fickle friend of ours, disappears a little bit or a lot? If you've done the work, and I know you have, if you're here for day 5, you've done the work, you're already thinking a little differently. You're already at least a little more intentional, and you're aware. And it's promised, and I have no doubt that you are thinking at things differently. You're looking at yourself differently. Now, because I'm a proactive thinker, I want to prepare you for something today that might get in the way of this decision making, because this will happen at some point. You're not going to feel like doing it. You're going to wake up one morning and think, "Oh, I'll start the plan again tomorrow. I'll start next week. I'm very busy. I can't start doing something new. I have to wait for that perfect time. This probably won't work. I've tried so many things. They never work. I'm too busy. This feels like too much." And I want you to know something. Those are normal thoughts. And they aren't really random. They're pretty predictable in the world of self-improvement. So I don't want you to think you're failing because you have those thoughts. You have those thoughts because your brain is designed to keep you nice and safe. And one of the safest things it can do is to keep you exactly where you are, because what's familiar feels safe. even when it's not serving you. That's why change feels so uncomfortable for us. All of us. Just because I'm a coach doesn't mean that for me. It does for me too. And that's why growth feels uncomfortable. And that's why every meaningful transformation requires a decision, not a feeling. Don't wait for the feeling, a decision. Because if you wait until you feel ready, you may be waiting a really long time and you just may never get off of home plate and get there to first base. The people who create extraordinary results aren't the people who never feel doubt or resistance. They're the people who take action no matter what. They're the people that get up to bat. They're not waiting for the perfect time to get up to bat. One of the things that Jack Canfield and Tony Robbins teach is that everything you want is just outside your comfort zone. And I believe that's true. Growth doesn't happen inside the comfort zone. Growth happens when we stretch. We get up to the plate, even if we might strike out. When we try something new. When we take action before we're completely ready to do it. The comfort zone, sitting on that bench, feels safe. I'll just have another sip of water. But it's also where progress slows down. You watch life go by. Because if we keep doing what we've always done, we'll continue to get what we've always gotten. Jack Canfield says the life you want is just on the other side of comfort zone. The life you want, the habits you want, the confidence you want, the results you want. They all require you to step beyond what's comfortable and into what's possible. So, what do you do when resistance shows up? Now, you know me by now, and you know that I like to give you a few little strategies to use. So I'm going to call these pattern interrupt strategies, thought patterns that get in the way of you moving forward. Remember, all of our thoughts and feelings lead to our behavior. So if our thoughts and feelings are negative, it's not likely that we would follow through to those new actions that we want to take. That fear is a negative thought, right? So we want to give you some tools to get rid of that, or at least manage it. Many people say, I can't change my thoughts. And while that's debatable, I'm not here to say you can or you can't, I know that you can use your physical body to change how you feel and the better thoughts that will follow from that feeling. So let me introduce you to 4 very simple, accessible at all time strategies that I know, even if you only use one, will help you. Okay, tool number 1, it's a little mini change your state. So what you will do for tool number 1 is, this is a breathing exercise. You're going to take a deep breath through your nose. You're going to do it for 8 counts, hold for 4, then release in your mouth for 8. Nice and slow. You're going to do that 3 times. You can stop the video and try this. And you're going to do that with white light thinking through your mind. Okay, so that is the first breathing exercise. Second tool, and this is a simple state mind changing thing, and anyone can do it. Move, walk, stretch. If you're in your seat, move your body, move your shoulders, jump up and down if you can, change your physiology, get outside, go for a walk, listen to music that lights you up and lights up your soul. Get that heart rate going up a little bit. You will automatically feel better. I promise you. And if you do this with that breathing visualization I just showed you, forget about it. It's really, really good. You will feel so much better. And it will 100% help you. I promise you to do this. Now, this third tool, this is going to be a little longer. This is one of my favorite simple visualizations. And I want to walk you through this. But for this one, I want you to follow along. So I am going to do this very slowly for you. This is something I came up with many years ago, and it really has helped so many people that I've worked with that say to me that they have stress and anxiety, and those negative kinds of feelings really get in the way of them trying something new. They really have a difficult time with that. So I want you to follow along with me. And for this one, I am going to do it at regular speed as if you were in front of me, even though this is going to make this video a little longer than I really wanted to do. But I think this is really important. So I want you for a moment to listen to my voice and follow along. I am going to now place you. I want you to close your eyes. And at this moment, you are in a beautiful field. And there's grass under your feet. And it's a big open field. And there's lots of flowers. There's puffy clouds in the sky. It's a bright, sunny summer day. And your feet are barefoot. And you're standing in this field. And you're feeling the ground beneath your feet. And automatically, you're just going to take a deep breath in and then let it out. You are going to stand there, and you're just going to feel the sun beating down on your face. And you're going to feel the warmth of the sun, the breeze, the gentle breeze in the air. Maybe you hear some birds. And you're just standing there and you're taking it all in. And your body is feeling very connected to the earth. So stay there for a moment and feel that. Now, your eyes are still closed. In your hand, there are 1 balloon, 2 balloons, 3 balloons. They're red balloons. And inside each balloon, you're going to put one of your fears, your negative thoughts, something you're anxious about, maybe some anger you might have, disappointment. Maybe you're mad at yourself. Maybe you're mad at somebody else. Anything that's not making you feel like you can move forward, whether it's stress, anxiety, or negative thoughts. And give each of those thoughts a little image. Pick an image, whatever image you want, and put it inside of this red balloon that's on a string that you're holding in your hands. Do you have that? Very good. Now, your eyes are still closed. You're feeling that sun. In a moment, you're going to open your hands and you're going to let those balloons fly up in the air. And in your mind's eye, you're going to see those balloons flying up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Open your hands and the balloons are going to go up and you're going to watch them go up. And each inch that they rise, as the wind starts to take them further and further up, you begin to feel yourself relax. You begin to say goodbye to those negative feelings, goodbye to all of the anger or the fear or the anxiety or the stress. And little by little, you start to feel yourself come alive inside. As the balloon gets higher and higher and higher, you feel stronger and stronger and more in tuned and more positive. And soon those balloons are way up in the sky, nowhere to be found. Now come back to me. Open up your eyes. Take a deep breath. I hope you did this exercise along with me. I would love to know in the comments how it made you feel. You can do that red balloon exercise anytime things are feeling overwhelming or out of control. I promise you, it will help you. So many people I have taught this to. Sometimes we do a little longer version, a little shorter version. It could be one little thing. And I think giving an image to that little thing that you're feeling, this will interrupt that pattern of thought that you are having that might be getting in the way from you becoming the person that you saw in that movie that we talked about that you want to be. I'm glad you liked that last exercise. This one is a writing exercise, and this is the future self exercise. I want you to imagine yourself 30 days from today. You followed through You've done your musts. You've stayed focused. You've kept your commitments, the promises to yourself. You've built momentum. What has changed for you? What has changed for the people around you? How do you feel? What are you proud of? Who are you becoming? Now imagine the opposite. You haven't done any of this. Nothing has changed. You stayed exactly where you are. Same habits, same thoughts, same complaints, same excuses, same frustrations. Now let me ask you, which future do you want? Because whether you realize it or not, you're moving towards one of those futures right now. The difference is decisions you make after this video ends. I want to make this really easy for you. And I thought about how I could do that besides just giving you these videos. And one thing that I've learned over the years is that transformation is difficult in isolation. We were never designed to do everything alone without any support. It's one reason programs like Weight Watchers have helped so many people, because they have that community. They go in, they get weighed in, they get support. That's why Weight Watchers has worked through the years. It's not just the information. It's the accountability. It's the community. It's knowing you're going to show up and report back. I experienced this myself at Northwestern Mutual. We had monthly meetings. I knew I had to report back to the group. Knowing that you're going to tell other people whether you followed through on what you said you were going to do is a real motivator for you to keep you on track. And I've also seen it with my clients over and over again. They've told me, because I promised you I was going to do this, because I committed to this verbally, I knew I couldn't show up at our next meeting without doing everything I could to get it done. The people who succeed aren't necessarily more talented. They're not necessarily smarter. They simply stay in the game longer. And accountability helps them to do that. There's way more to success than staying in the game, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. I want to share some feedback now that I've gotten from clients from what accountability and community has done for them, what coaching has done for them. One client said, the biggest shift for me was ownership. I stopped reacting emotionally and started acting intentionally. I built real structure into my days, protected my time, and showed up with confidence and consistency. Another client told me, in just a month and a half, Christine helped me become more effective, organized, and intentional. That word shows up a lot in my reviews in the way I approach each day. And let me give you one more. Through building routines and bringing renewed focus to all areas of my business, I saw tremendous growth. Did I say growth? I saw tremendous growth. Those results didn't come from motivation. They really did come from consistent action. If you're ready to put everything you've learned into action, I'd love to personally coach you inside 30 Days to Results Action Group. This is a group program. This is a live 4-week implementation program designed to help you turn these ideas and thoughts we've been having into real actionable habits and create true momentum in your life. We'll meet once a week for 4 weeks to help you stay focused, accountable, create community, and move towards what you want to see happen in your life. If you're watching this before our founding member group begins, which is on August 4th, I'd love to have you join us, but we'll figure that out. Don't worry. Visit the link, send me an email, and I'll let you know when the next group begins. So who is this for, and how much does it cost? This program is ideal if you start strong, but perhaps you struggle with consistency, if you feel busy, but you aren't making enough real progress. Accountability, is key, and you need that and want that, and you want it from somebody that will actually hold it to you, not somebody that's going to tell you you're doing a bad job or a good job, but the real deal. And you have to be really committed to getting your results over the next 30 days. If that sounds like you are in the right place. And here is what is included: 4 weekly coaching sessions that will be on Zoom in a group, personalized coaching for every person in there will get some time. You'll have accountability, community, weekly action plans, weekly reflection exercises, direct Q&A with me and your other members. And you get your 30 Days to Results Success Kit, which is this really cute journal, a pen, and these really, really cool, I don't know if you could see them, success mindset cards that I personally designed. So don't let this become another program that you never finish. You've already learned what you need to do. Now let's make sure you actually do that. Oh yeah. And guess how much it is? It is an investment of, you're thinking it's a lot, right? Only $47. This is a one-time investment. You're not joining a membership. $47. You know why? I want you to see changes. I did the 4 weeks because if we do it once a month, too much time is going to go by. But I really want to immerse you in making these changes. And I know that if you stick with it for 30 days, that something, if not all of those musts, are going to stick. So I want this for you. So $47. The link is in the 30days2results.com. And it should be pinned. If for some reason I have a problem with that YouTube thing, then just go to info@christinerandall.com or go to 30days2results.com and you can find out a little more details there. But if you want to ask me more questions, feel free, info@christinerandall.com. Thank you. And thank you again for joining the program. Much gratitude for you being here. And I really do hope I see you in the group. Have a great day.